Hello everyone, my name is Priyanka Pandey and my topic is the role of political culture in political development and decay across national study. Firstly, we will understand what is political culture. So, political culture lies at the heart of how nations develop politically, affecting everything from institutional design to citizen participation. Explore how shared values, beliefs, and attitudes shape political system across different societies, ultimately contributing to their development or decay. So now I am going to describe political culture. So, political culture refers to the collective attitudes, beliefs, ideas, and the orientations that people hold regarding the political system. These cultural patterns are transmitted across generation through socialization process and how influence how citizens engage with their government. Three primary dimensions characterized by political culture: cognitive, affective, and evaluative. So, cognitive, what people know and believe about their political system, and affective, how people feel about their political system. Trust, pride, alienation, evaluation, how people judge the performance and legitimacy of political institutions. Key elements of political cultures include like political attitudes and belief, political values, political socialization, political participation patterns, civic knowledge, and competence. Theoretical framework: Almond's Verba classification classified political culture as parochial, subjective, and participant political culture. So, firstly, we will see Almond's Verba civic culture. Gabriel Almond and Sidney Verma's groundbreaking study, The Civic Culture 1963, identify three pure types of political culture. Parochial political culture: citizens have minimal awareness of um, national. Uh, National politics and expert little from the political systems. Subject: political culture: citizens are aware of political system but consider themselves subordinate to it rather than participants. And the political culture, in which citizens actively engage in politics and believe that they can influence governance. They argued that stable democracies require a balanced mixture of these orientations: a civic culture that combines participation with passivity and tradition. Putnam's Capital Social Theory. Huntington's theory of political decay and modernization. Samuel Huntington's theory of political decay, articulated in his 1965 work, argues that societal modernization can lead to political instability if social mobilization and political institutions fail to keep peace. He suggested that rapid changes in urbanization, education, and economic growth can outstrip the development of robust political institutions, creating a gap that can manifest as political decay. Political development versus decay. Political development includes institutional building, legitimacy, and participation. Political decay, like institutional rigidity, corruption, alienation, cultural catalyst in both phenomena. Role of political culture: first, legitimacy of the government, citizens' participation, stability and change, national identity, policy expectations, conflict resolution. So, what is legitimacy of government? And the legitimacy of government political culture, in which political culture helps establish the legitimacy of the political system by shaping public attitudes toward authority and institutions. Citizens' participations. It influences the degree to which citizens are involved in politics, whether they vote, protest, or engage in civil discourses. Stability and change. A stable political culture supports continuity in governance, while shifts in culture can lead to reform or revolution. National identity. It reinforces a sense of belonging and identity, often aligning citizens with national goals and values. Polity expectations. Political culture sets expectations for what the government should provide, such as security, justice, or welfare. Conflict resolutions. It determines how political conflicts are resolved through dialogue, elections, or in some cases, unrest. Now, move on the next slide. Case study of United States. Participant political culture, individualistic political culture, type civic participants. Um, Now, what is the key features of it? A strong emphasis on individual rights, liberty, and democracy. Two-party system, Democrats and Republicans dominates. Federal system with checks and balances among branches. Citizens' engagement with high level of political awareness and media coverage. Voting rates vary. Active participation in civil society and activism. Values like freedom, rule of law, capitalism, limited government. Sweden. Civic and consensus oriented political culture. Civic participants. What is key features of it? Social is strong welfare state and social democracy, multi-party system with high levels of consensus politics, transparent government, low corruption, and strong public trust. Citizen engagement with very high vote turnout, strong involvement in public policy and local government. Values like equality, social justice, environmental sustainability, collective welfare. Case study of Russia. Russia authoritarian and subjective political culture. um, Type subject parochial. Key features included dominated by a centralized executive under President Vladimir Putin, limited checks on power with weakened democratic institutions, political opposition in restricted, and media is state influence. Citizen engagement in low trust in electoral processes, limited genuine political participation, protest, and activism, often suppressed values like national pride, centralized authority, and political stability. Case study of India. India represented mixed political culture, parochial subject, and participant. Mixed like parochial to participant. Key features include world's largest democracy with a federal structure, multi-party system with strong regional parties, diverse electorate across religion, language, caste, and class. Citizens' engagement in high voter turnout, especially in national elections, active civil society, and growing youth engagement. Issues like caste, religion, and institutions, federal parliamentary system, multi-party democracy, and vibrant but complex civil society. I would like to conclude with political culture shapes how citizens interact with the state and engage in governance, while countries like Sweden and US show how high civic participation. Russia reflect a more centralized passive model. India demonstrate a complex blend due to its pluralistic society. Political culture in influenced by historic social and economic factors and evolves with changes in leadership, technology, and public awareness. Thank you.